Don't want to be an American idiot. I'm Chris Norwood, and I'm on a journey to hear every song ever recorded. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right this second. This channel is going to be focused on Green Day for the foreseeable future. So, if you're on Green Day Authority over there, if you're just a big Green Day fan, in general, just go ahead and do it. Today's video is going to be extra geeky. I've got my stack of every Green Day release ever. And we're going to be talking about the wait between Green Day albums. That horrible, that painful, longing feeling that we have between each album. And it's really hard to get through. But I have made a file on my computer because I am a geek. I'm a nerd. I'm a Green Day fanatic. I've made a list of the time period between each record because, you know, we all worry that it's going to get longer and longer. But we're going to be taking a look at that, the shortest and the longest and all that. So let's just jump right into it. Their first album, their debut album, came out, and then the torture between that album and this album is going to be 1 year, 9 months, and 4 days. So pretty quick turnaround. You know, when a band first gets out there, they have to put out that second album really quick. Those were both independent releases. Then we've got, you know, obviously Dookie comes next. And we had to wait 2 years and 15 days between Kerplunk and Dookie. So that wasn't too bad. Again, kind of a quick turnaround. You know, these early years for bands tend to be that way. So we got to do this video that way too. We're going to go real quick. Insomniac is next. And we had to wait 1 year, 8 months, and 9 days between Dookie and Insomniac. Now, we're into the Nimrod era now, which is where I became a fan at. Back in 97? Yeah, 97. Gosh, it's been so long. We had to wait 2 years and 4 days between Insomniac and Nimrod. Now, we're getting into the mid-years, the warning years. It's going to be... not the longest wait so far. I think between Kerplunk and Dookie was the longest so far, but it's about the same wait between these. Warning, we had to wait 2 years, 11 months, and 19 days for this wonderful record. This is their most underrated record, in my opinion, along with the trilogy. But yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite albums. Just absolutely wonderful. Then, now this was a kind of a big period, a hard period for the band. After Warning, things were not going particularly well for the guys in Green Day. They were not getting along that well, and fortunately, even though there was the longest gap at the time, we did have a lot of releases. We had international super hits, which further cemented my Green Day nerdiness, and then Shenanigans, which was better than the greatest hits. So those two releases kept me going and really got me pumped up and excited for what was to come. And holy crap, we did not know 21 years ago, we had no idea that this bad boy was coming. Oh my goodness, but it was worth the wait. And that's what we're talking about, the wait. The wait is the hardest part. We had to wait 3 years, 11 months, and 18 days between Warning and American Idiot. Now we did get some other things. You know, we did get that band that kind of sounded like Green Day a little bit, but wasn't. The Network released an album with kind of similar themes to American Idiot. Very similar lyrical motifs in that one. For some reason, we don't know why. Okay, so that has been our, so the weights have kind of been going, they're kind of up and down, but they've been kind of going, trending towards a little bit longer in between records, and they are putting more things, more efforts, and more sounds into the newer albums. And the next one was big. So there's a lot of stuff that came out after American Idiot, like that. And then the Foxborough Hot Tubs were an official Green Day side project that came out in 2008. The band was putting out a lot of great singles in 2007 during their Denim era, which I loved. Gosh, can we get more Denim era Green Day, please? But this, with all the craziness that happened with American Idiot, we kind of knew that there was going to be a long gap in between, because where do you go? Like, that's been this huge problem for Green Day ever since American Idiot. Where do you go from that? And this album came next, and it's a great album, really great. It's really great in every way, but we had to wait so long for this one. If you don't include the side projects and other things that were going on in the Green Day world, we had to wait 4 years, 7 months, and 24 days for this, between American Idiot and this. Totally worth the wait. I feel like this was the only way they could have followed up American Idiot. Sure, people criticized it for being the same idea redone, but if they had released anything like simpler or more basic, come on guys, everybody would have criticized it. So this was the follow-up to American Idiot, and it was very, very well produced. After that, we had the American Idiot on Broadway, had all kinds of stuff going on with that, had the Awesome as Bleep live album. I got some criticism from someone I was in a relationship with at the time, because this only had one new song on it, and it ain't that new, you know what I'm saying? So, 2009, and we were worried because that huge gap between American Idiot and 21st Century Breakdown. Then we did get a little bit of relief with the next rotation. We got 3 years. 3 years, 4 months, and 9 days between Breakdown and Uno. Here is where things get interesting, guys. Because Uno, Dos, and Tre were supposed to be kind of spread out a little bit, but their release dates were altered. So we got this one, 3 years, 4 months, and 9 days after Breakdown. And then we got the next one, Dose. We actually got it 1 month and 20 days later. Oh man, I love this. Need to hear more from Lady Cobra. And then with the final release of the trilogy, Tre, we got 28 days in between Dose and Tre. The shortest ever gap between albums. 28 days. I mean, we were still blasting Dose in our cars, and then boom, we got another one to blast in our cars. So then we got this as a B-sides to the trilogy. Pretty nice a demos album, kind of a different thing between these eras. So Tre came out. That was in 2012, and then 3 years, 9 months, and 26 days later, we got Revolution Radio. So it looks like, when I'm looking at my list, it looks like the average wait time is about, I don't know, we'll get to that later in the video. How about that? So you got Revolution Radio, and I feel like a lot of people were happier with this record than some more nerdy statistics for you Green Day fans, and we'll wrap things up. Okay, so the total wait time over the course of Green Day's entire career is 29 years, 9 months, and 8 days. That's 10,728 days.